The Cursed Princess. A long time ago, in the kingdom of Nongo, now Angola, there was a princess named Kiola. She was the only daughter of King Bemba, a strong and feared ruler. The people celebrated when she was born. Drums were beaten, and feasts were held for days. But during the celebration, an old diviner stood before the king and said, "This child will bring sorrow to your land." King Bemba's face turned dark. "No child of mine brings sorrow," he shouted. He ordered the diviner to be banished, never to return. The signs begin. Kiola grew into a beautiful and intelligent young woman. She learned how to rule, how to trade, and even how to fight. Many said she was smarter than the king's warriors and wiser than his advisors. But trouble seemed to follow her wherever she went. When she was 12, a great drought came. The rivers dried up, the crops failed, and the people starved. The elders whispered, "The curse has started." The king refused to believe it. "Droughts come and go. This is not my daughter's fault," he said. When she was 16, a new trouble arrived. The Portuguese traders came with gifts and promises of friendship. They traded salt, cloth, and weapons. But soon, they started taking people as slaves. Entire villages disappeared. People were chained and sent away on ships. The kingdom was thrown into chaos. The elders whispered again, "This is the curse." But the king still refused to believe it. "This is the work of outsiders, not my daughter," he said. Despite the troubles, the king wanted to make an alliance. He arranged for Kiola to marry Prince Nzinga of Matamba, a strong and respected leader. Their marriage would unite the two kingdoms and create a powerful force against the Portuguese. The people hoped that this marriage would break the curse. But on the night before the wedding, something terrible happened. While Kiola slept in the palace, a group of assassins entered Prince Nzinga's chambers. They killed him in his sleep and left his body for the servants to find. The news spread like wildfire. The people screamed in horror. "The curse," they cried. "The princess brings death." Prince Nzinga's kingdom blamed Nongo. They gathered their warriors and attacked. A great war began. Many people died. The villages burned. Even the palace was not safe. The king, now old and tired, finally admitted, the curse is real. He called his advisors and asked what could be done. The exile. One advisor, an old woman, said, "The diviner warned you long ago. The curse cannot be lifted. But if you send the princess away, the kingdom may survive." The king was silent for a long time. Then, with a heavy heart, he ordered Kiola to be taken deep into the forest. She was given food, a spear, and a single guard. Before she left, she stood before the king and asked, "Father, do you truly believe I am cursed?" The king looked into his daughter's eyes, full of pain and sorrow. He did not answer. Kiola turned and walked away. No one knows what happened to her after that. Some say she became a warrior and led a hidden army. Some say she was killed by wild animals. Others believe she found a new land and started a family far from the kingdom that cast her out. But one thing was clear, after she left, the kingdom found peace again. The drought ended, the Portuguese stopped their attacks, and no more tragedies fell upon the land. Many years later, travelers claimed to have seen a woman deep in the forest, dressed in the skins of wild animals, carrying a spear, and watching from the shadows. Some say it was Kiola, still living, still cursed.